Okay, this is a Hoover Steam Vac Widepath, which is similar to the Steam Vac Deluxe, but it's a little bit newer, it's wider, has an extra brush on it. Uses a similar tank setup, but this one has built-in attachments, the hose on it. Now the reason this one was thrown away, and it also has this attachment here for cleaning bare floors. But the reason this one was thrown away is because the hose is actually broken. As you can see right here, and there's sawdust all over it because I had it in the other room. But that attaches right there. Now, this one, I got a question asked about taking this one apart and cleaning it, so that's what we're going to do with this. So let's get the tanks off of it. The tank on the handle attaches the same way as on the Steam Vac Deluxe. Just pull this handle down and it slides right out. This one's a little bit different. It doesn't have the latches on the side. It just has a handle that pull up like that. It releases it and then just pick it straight up. Now this section here is a little bit different because it has the automatic selection for between the floor and cleaning tools. So when the handle is put up all the way, this gets pushed forward and it switches into tool mode automatically. And when the handle's put back, you can see there's a little indicator up here, it switches back to floor mode. So now, let's flip it over here. We can see this one's a little bit different underneath. Now this one has, instead of having that little plastic cover for the filter, this one, the filter comes out right here. It just slides in is like this. Okay, maybe it doesn't come out all the way. Yeah, I didn't clean this one yet. But there's our filter screen right there. It's not too bad. And that slides back in. Now the brushes, the same way, but this one has two tabs. There's one up there and one down here. And those, okay, so that's out. I had it out, it came out easier before, but anyway, same deal. When that tab is out, the brushes will come out. It has this little plastic tab here to drive the brushes. And again, brushes are set up the same way, gears. Each brush is a gear. So check to see that those are clear and turn freely and nothing's broken on that. And if that's not the case, then it's time to dig in and start working on it. Now, right here, there's a screw. Over here, there's a screw. And I believe these two screws right here in the corners come out as well to hold the front cover on. So let's get those out and then get the cover pulled off. Okay, now when the two front screws are removed, these little edge brushes just slide right out. And flip it back over. And okay, there's two screws right here on the top. So we'll take off these screws. Now this is where the water goes through. See, the Steam Vac Deluxe just picked up the water right here from the front. And that one had a different, when you use the attachments on it, you have to put a different piece on the tank. Whereas this one, obviously the attachments are built in. So it has all this unit in the back here to switch over between the attachments and the floor nozzle. Okay. Should come off. Okay. Alright, that lifts out of there. And now this should, maybe, well, okay, I missed a couple screws. There's one right here, and one right here, underneath the brushes. And of course, when I had the camera off, the brushes came right out, with no trouble at all. And again, we have the nozzles here, where the solution comes out. So while it's apart, might as well clean those out as well. Okay, that should be better now. Flip it back over, and the cover lifts right off. This doesn't have any of the tabs in the back like the other one did. And this is our vacuum motor, similar to the other one that was on the Steam Vac Deluxe. This is the speed selection here, and there's our filter that slides out through the bottom. And this motor looks to be very similar to the other one, and can be removed. I think these two screws here, and these two screws here. And then it should be able to be cleaned and oiled just like on the other machine. And of course, here's our pump motor, and that looked the same way as on the other one. But obviously this one is needed because well, it's not needed if you don't use the attachments, but since the attachments are built in, kind of makes sense just to make sure that it's working. Now, I believe that someone had asked, they said that they had smelled burning rubber or plastic or something. Now, this machine does not use any belts or anything. It simply has the vacuum motor right here, and everything is powered by vacuum. The brushes are powered by vacuum. The pump's powered by vacuum. So the only thing that would be causing the burning smell is either your motor is shot, or just something is, like it maybe just needs cleaned, and you're just smelling all the dirty crud that's in there. But if it's really a strong plastic burning smell or whatever, then it's probably the motor's gone or going. So that's that. Obviously to put it back together, you just reverse the steps and put everything else together. And while you got it apart, if your lights are burned out on it, this one has lights. There's a small screw on the side. Now this you don't have to take the cover off normally to do this. There's a screw that's accessible on the sides right here to take the lens off, and then the bulb just snaps in. And that's that.